That was our warm-up, huh?
That was a warm-up. Oh, my God. Okay, let's go back. Where were we?
Still blue. Like the intro and everything?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm
fine.
sorry, boys.
That's all right. It's just extra time together.
Extra time together.
Welcome, everyone, to Our Town Podcast. Please take a moment to like and subscribe, share if you can, and review if available. We'd love to hear from you, so comment below and tell us how we're doing. Don't forget to visit ourtownpodcast.com for all the links and join the members-only section.
Is that enough
of the
time,
website
Mike?
to sign
It's
up.
gotta be. It's gotta be.
Now here are the boys
Well,
of Our
welcome
Town
everybody to
Podcast.
another exciting edition of Our Town Podcast.
Professionally
It's
extraordinary.
got like deja vu going on. Coming to you from the I Am Renton space here in beautiful and historic downtown Renton, Washington.
And also historic Renton Hill. We have a...
Yes.
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 That's right, yep.
You might have noticed that Todd is not with us, so if we have any technical difficulties, it's all on me. He is having a procedure because we are men of certain ages. Tomorrow, I don't know
I
how
believe
much.
the technical symbol is this. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Get the GoPro shoved up your butthole.
Yes.
Hopefully they shrinky dinked said GoPro.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't done it, so.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
Over 50 is
man.
supposed to every couple of years
Yeah,
or
something
something,
like
right?
that,
You're
yeah.
supposed,
I think
you're supposed to get after 45.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez.
Is this your first one, Todd?
It is my first one,
Jeez.
and I was. The thing is, I was planning on starting the medication side of things, the half gallon of liquid salt.
Oh, good.
Like after the show, and then my roommate says, "No, you don't want to wait till after the show because then you'll be up all night
Yes.
in the bathroom."
Oh, my
So I was
God.
like, "Oh yeah."
Oh, my God.
Is that going to be our next theme show?
Todd's going to get a punch card
Anal
when he
attention.
goes in. He's going to get a little punch card, and the fifth one's free.
You know,
We're just doing
what I
it for
might
our
do is-
pleasure.
I might see if they record any video, and if they do, I'll bring it.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
Really just
With
fine.
those old
fine.
1970s black bars over the eyes to protect the innocent.
I'm the innocent. I need the black bar over my
You
eyes.
just blind me.
What we
blind.
have here,
Well, tonight, boys. Go ahead, Todd.
I was gonna say, what we have here is the elusive intestinal tract of one Todd Sellers.
You just put your thumb in it to get it to sedate a little bit.
I'm gonna put my thumb in
It's a
it.
Dutch boy.
God. Oh, my God. Boys, tonight starts our adventure on doing more themed episodes, which we hope to do more of going forward. And tonight, because in a couple of days, if you're watching this when it comes out, is Halloween.
Halloween.
It's Halloween season. It's, yeah, I think this would come out like the Tuesday before Halloween. So, yeah.
Thursday this year?
Thursday this year, yeah. And so tonight's safe word in honor of Halloween is a candy corn.
Oh, yeah.
Yummy candy corn. Because candy corn has arisen on the top 10 Halloween candies of 2024, despite being universally hated. Everybody says
Yeah.
that they hate, I hate candy corn.
Yeah.
So gross.
But somebody
That's
buying it.
friggin' chewy sugar. You know?
Sure. With a distinct taste. You know when
Yeah.
you're eating it, oh yeah.
I mean, unless you get the kind that's made of wax, and it's not exactly chewy, is it?
I don't remember when we were kids or
Tasty
something,
ones.
Todd, or...
Was that just the
Yeah,
bargain
the one
brand
that-
candy corn or whatever?
The bulk candy corn that my mom used to get at Safeway was the best kind.
Oh, geez, all right.
It was whatever the bulk candy was at Safeway and Albertsons. I can't remember the brand.
I don't know.
Brock's. It was Brock's.
Does candy corn have a
Rock
particular
candy.
flavor to it?
I think so. A distinct.
I think it's just sugar.
Huh.
Just what?
Yeah, because it
Just
doesn't
sugar?
taste the same as like a sugar baby or
sugar,
whatever,
yeah.
right? And that's just sugar. That's kind of a molasses type sugar, kind of.
I mean, like just
Oh,
like
candy
you know,
corn.
maybe it's a little vanilla Like vanilla
Oh,
ice.
maybe,
is what
all
it
right.
tasted like.
Geez, yeah, we should have a candy corn episode.
I didn't bring the chart, but there is a chart that somebody made because they did a poll, if you believe in polls, which these days is hard to do, but where people eat it. So like a certain percentage of the people pop the whole thing in their mouth. Certain percentage of the people chew just the little white part off. And a very small amount of people, I think it is, chew the back end, which is the yellow, the corn, the kernel, the yellow corn kernel. Anybody do anything weird like that with it?
I bet as a kid I did.
Yeah.
Right? Kids are bored. You know?
You're making up games.
I think I did all three.
We didn't have Game Boys.
Yeah. My grandma once in a while would have lemon drops, but she wouldn't just leave them out. She would portion out a lemon drop, and so that was a treat. But
Nice.
yeah, for the most part, my people didn't leave out candy because they're cheap. They ain't giving shit away, you know. I think that implies.
Oh, I want to go back and hang out with a young Mr. Mayor Mike back in the day. I want to go hang out with an 8-year-old Mike.
Yeah, looking for candy in all the wrong places.
Sweating his ass off.
Yeah, sweaty. Yeah, oh man, getting yelled at a lot.
Oh my God.
And like a laugh track, instead of candy corn, is our laugh track, is that canned corn? Is that what that is?
Could very well be. Jeez.
I saw a video on last year around this time of somebody who actually took the candy corn and then lined them up like as if it was a corn on the cob. And they do fit together that way.
They do, don't they?
I guess. That's
Yeah.
a lot of work.
That is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Did they like hot glue it or something?
No, I think they just stack it up. It's kind of like,
Oh, just on the tape. Just okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you could use as
Stack it
a
up like
sugar
a quarter
glaze in
game.
between as a type of glue or
Yeah,
whatever.
you could do
If
something
you
like
really
that.
want to just bring tooth decay to a town. Yeah, so what's the other, are we doing the top 10 candies? Is that part
Well,
of
we'll
it?
talk about it, later
that's
on.
coming up.
Yeah.
But it does surprise me that candy corn is number 7.
Yes.
Because there's like Snickers, Twix, Butterfinger.
I mean, there's so many
Reese's,
good
you know.
things.
Yeah, I'm Skittles.
I mean, I'd
It's
rather
like-
have jelly beans than candy corn.
Yeah.
And jelly beans is like old Reagan stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
old.
Yeah.
Geez, well, since this is a Halloween, we thought we'd give you guys a little background. I think we've done this a couple of times, or at least once before in our show's history, but it bears repeating that Halloween had its origins among the Celts and the Celts of ancient Britain and Ireland, and back then, Todd, they called it
Samhain.
Samhain. Yes.
Go ahead, Todd.
Samhain. Samhain.
Oh, okay. I thought
Well,
it was
that's not how it's spelled, but that's how it's pronounced.
Samhain, like Sam
Yeah,
Hain.
it's spelled like Sam Hain, but it's pronounced Samhain.
Yeah, phonetically,
And,
it would be how you just spelled it, right, Todd?
Yeah.
Yeah, so during the festival, the souls of those who died were believed to return to visit their homes, and those who had died during the year were believed to journey to the other world.
Yeah.
And so people set bonfires on the hilltops for relighting their hearth fires for the winter and to frighten away evil spirits. They sometimes wore masks and other disguises to avoid being recognized by the ghosts.
I think that was something that came later, but yeah, I mean, I actually posted a really cool documentary. It's about a 45-minute documentary on the Facebook page
Yes.
if people want to check it out.
Yeah, go
it's
check that
really
out.
cool.
Yeah, for sure. And because they did all those disguises and stuff, this is sort of how witches, hobgoblins, fairies, demons all became associated with the day. So,
Yep.
And I like how the masks are, like you say, a disguise, right? So you're not looking to frighten your friends and neighbors. You're looking to either make it impossible to be identified by a bad spirit,
Yes.
or an angry spirit anyway,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
or maybe frighten them back.
maybe.
Well, one of the things I read about as far as the masks and like wearing costumes, it's to fool the spirits into thinking you're one of them, so they don't mess with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they used to carve turnips back then rather than pumpkins. I don't know if pumpkins were a big thing.
Pumpkins didn't become a thing until the immigrants came to America.
Gotcha. And then
they had to
pumpkins were
find
more
something
available.
to carve. Yeah,
Oh, sure.
exactly.
And squash are tough as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It takes some doing.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've cut into
Yeah.
a turnip, but
Yeah, I do like turnips, actually.
do you? I don't think I've had any.
I've got
for a long
Eastern
time.
European stock.
Yeah.
We like the roots.
Throw it in the pot.
Yeah. Stone soup again, Ma. Yeah. But now with
Yeah.
turnips.
So, if I'm right on this, let me know. They used to, carve the turnip and put a candle in it, and that would also help scare away any bad spirits, right?
Well, the whole pumpkin carving, the whole like jack-o'-lantern thing started from a guy named Stingy Jack, and he was kind of a dick. Think of like Mr. Burns. He wasn't a real pleasant guy. People didn't really like him, but he was always messing around and screwing with people. And I guess he. I'm trying to remember exactly. It was he. Anytime he had to deal with dealing with the devil, he would trick the devil into letting him live another 10 years. And when he finally died, he wasn't allowed into heaven, and the devil said, "No, we made a deal. You can't come into hell." So he basically made to roam the earth, and people put out the jack-o'-lanterns to kind of keep him away from their property.
And that guy was Stingy Jack?
Stingy Jack.
And what,
Correct,
I mean,
correct.
so this would be like more ancient times, or?
Yeah, it was like medieval times.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha, man. Well, nowadays we call it trick-or-treating, but did you know that was first mentioned in a newspaper in 1927 in Alberta, Canada?
Canada leading
So
the way.
They probably had the term a few years before that, where they call it trick-or-treating. Before that, I believe it was called souling, right?
Yep.
Where the
Yeah.
poor would
They
visit
would,
the homes
they-
of the rich to get a soul cake.
A soul
Yep.
cake?
Yes.
I mean, that's putting a fine point on that shit.
And they would trade the soul cake for like
some more.
positive thoughts and prayers for their family members that are no longer with it.
Oh, okay.
So
Please,
it wasn't
sir.
actually like food or something that they could use?
Please, sir, can I have some more
Could I have
soul
some
cake?
More soul cake, sir?
More soul cake. I wonder what soul cake was made out of.
I don't. Yeah, that's trick or treat.
Oh my God! Speaking of jack-o'-lanterns, the state of Illinois, great state of Illinois, home of Abraham Lincoln,
Sure.
produces roughly about 90 to 95% of the pumpkins in the United States.
No.
90 to 95%.
In Illinois?
In Illinois, about 500 million pounds a year
$500 million
of pumpkins.
in one state.
Yes.
I don't really think of Illinois as a farming state, but I guess obviously.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Do you guys still carve pumpkins?
We're
Is that a thing?
we're bringing it back.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're having the Halloween party at the house Saturday.
Nice. Nice.
Chris actually grew some pumpkins in the backyard, so I think we're gonna have some of those out front. But I think they went to the farm that's down in Kent, right off of
Like
157.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We used to
right.
go down there, man, but now it is so friggin'
Like
busy.
$80 a pumpkin.
And
Like, wait, what? Oh man.
Yeah. They do have some good kettle corn down there, though.
Oh, all
Love me
right.
some kettle corn.
Oh yeah, really good.
Yeah. Makes me do the. You're not supposed to eat the whole bag.
Yeah. Who says? Once the dogs start looking at you, they're like, hey. And
This is my job.
My question is, when you eat that much kettle corn, does it come out smelling like kettle corn?
I never noticed, so probably not.
Just leave it in the other room.
It'll fresh. It's like potpourri. Oh my God.
Which kind of segues into one of my top 5 commandments
Okay.
for tonight. So.
Nice. Yeah. What is Mike talking about tonight in the bonus round? We're doing the extra 5 commandments that Moses dropped and shattered
The third
on the
tablet,
mount.
yeah.
The third tablet. So we've come up with our own new 5 commandments.
Well, we think we're on there.
Yeah, that must have had to have been on there, right? Yeah.
Actually, Chris helped me think of a couple of them because I was like, I got stuck at 3. I was like, I need a couple more. And I explained to him what it was that we're doing. He goes, I've never seen that movie, but that sounds funny, and he gave me a couple of them. So I'll be reading those off later.
Nice. So where do you find this? Go to the website and get to the members only section and join. It's only $3 a month. Or what is it? $20 a year.
Yeah, no, it's a good.
We got blogs. We got other stupid stuff to look at.
Yeah.
Go check it out. Or you can go to Patreon if that's more your flavor and join there and see all this good stuff.
Yes.
So only the coolest people.
I mean, yes.
Pinnacle.
Yes. But more welcome to join.
But yeah, we want you to be one of those people. So join up. Do you guys, when you guys carve your pumpkins, do you also roast the seeds?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say 75% of the time.
Do you have a special flavoring? Do you just do Worcestershire or anything like that?
Yeah, a little bit of soy, and then I'd put onion powder and garlic powder on everything.
Nice. Yeah, me
From
too.
Rice
I do too.
Krispies on up, all of it.
I remember my brother putting like barbecue something on it, not barbecue sauce, but like the seasoning.
Liquid smoke or something. Or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
But it tasted like barbecue chips or something.
Yeah, it tasted exactly like the barbecue Lay's.
Yeah.
Nice, because
Lay's barbecue's classic.
That's another thing. I could just sit down and just snack on pumpkin seeds for
they're
hours,
good. They're
and then it gets like in the back of your throat, the little shell part.
Yeah.
Like, oh, are you trying to kill me, pumpkin?
Oh, they're good.
Man,
That's a great idea.
yeah, I think it's a great idea. I might have to just go. But we're not doing pumpkins this year. I think.
Yeah.
Kid's a little too old, and it's just a time thing.
It's a time thing.
Yeah. But
I would say it's probably more of a time thing than anything else because you're never too old for pumpkins.
no, that's true.
Halloween,
The kid's a little too. She doesn't want to do one.
She's in that middle point.
Yeah. She's too
she'll-
cool
she'll
for.
come back to it later in life.
It does. It does.
She'll come back.
I've got 25 high school swim team kids coming over
That's a lot of human
on
beings.
Saturday to
In
watch
one-
for movie night.
You're a good man. That's a lot of human beings. in
Got
your
a
house,
lot of different chips and snacks
Yeah.
What
for
movie
these kids.
are they going to watch?
They don't know yet. They haven't told me. So I don't know. I mean, these are like 14 to probably 17-year-olds.
Is it a Halloween themed party or just?
Well, it's a movie night for it's just the final last hurrah because they finished their regular season.
Isn't there a
Okay.
new movie about the Skywalker lady?
Oh,
No, she just had a swimming movie.
did she?
Yeah, I bet it's a slow burn for
Yeah.
young people though. Where I think she does the channel or something. Everybody's like, "It's not for a lady." Or whatever.
Oh, she swims the English Channel.
I think so. Something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
did that just
Yeah.
come out?
Daisy Ridley, right?
Yeah, Daisy.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
I think so.
Yeah.
Daisy Ridley, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, she's in a swimming movie. But the kids don't want to watch that. They want to watch
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, 97 or something.
Probably something with Jenna Ortega or somebody like that. So we'll see.
Pedro Pascal.
Oh, yeah, or the new Beetlejuice or something. Is that on?
Oh, that's out.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
out.
you can buy it, right,
Oh, yeah,
Todd? You buy it or
that's
rent
on
it?
Blu-ray.
Yeah.
You can
something
buy
like
it or rent it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe they'll do that, and then we can watch it upstairs.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Snacks.
Boys, growing up, there was a ton of sort of urban legends and myths surrounded around like trick-or-treating and Halloween night and all that stuff. And they've made movies and sort of perpetuated the stuff. I don't know if my kid, I should ask her now if she hears about like razor blades and candy and stuff like
apples
that.
or whatever.
Poison apples and all that stuff. Some of the big ones, and one of them I never heard before, but people poisoning the candy with drugs, pins, razors.
I remember hearing
Yeah.
that, which
Did
is awful.
anybody
And, it's
ever-
in one, and I remember there's a scene, and maybe it's the first Halloween or something, where a kid bites into something,
And there's
there's a
something in
razor
there.
blade, so it's
Ah.
stuck in his mouth.
Yeah.
I think it's first Halloween.
Maybe
something
that's where
like
it
that.
started, because I remember that being a thing in the early '80s, late '70s. Mom saying, "Hey, do not eat anything that's not wrapped in a
Yes.
wrapper."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Which is, that's just big candy. Big candy.
I was
Stealing
just
the
gonna
market
say
from
that.
old
I
ladies
mean-
and popcorn balls.
I think that's exactly what that was. It was
Yeah.
them trying to get people to buy more Hershey's Kisses and or
It just
whatever.
processed foods or big candy.
Yeah.
Because
like
that's
Valentine's
Because
Day.
then you're not doing bulk candies. You're not doing and homemade stuff like homemade cookies. I remember cookies and
Brownies and all kinds of stuff.
fudge and thick gooey divinity and shit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just old ladies making shit that
We
they
had
like
a
to
ton
make.
of old ladies in the
Yes.
neighborhood growing
Caramel
up.
apples.
Oh,
Yes.
fucking
Caramel
caramel
apples.
apples are so
Yeah.
good, man. I know my teeth can handle them today.
No, probably not.
But what a way to fucking lose my
I
teeth.
definitely
dude.
can't handle that today. I would have to cut it up and then eat it with a fork.
Which, like a civilized person, I think that's okay.
Please, sir, can you pass the great poupon?
It's kind of hard to bite into an apple when you have no front teeth.
Oh,
so.
yeah, no, that's a thing. Yeah.
Geez, another myth was that black cats were always in danger right around Halloween, but there's never been any credible wide-scale reports of black cats being kidnapped
or
and
whatever,
tortured,
yeah.
or
Oh,
killed,
jeez,
and all that
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I actually heard today from someone who volunteered at PetSmart. They said that they weren't allowed to adopt out black cats during this month.
Is that a real thing,
So,
then?
I think so.
Oh, because she told you they weren't allowed to.
She told me that they weren't allowed to, yeah, and I think it's because of the urban legends, but people legitimately don't, will let you adopt them during Halloween because they think some people believe that people are going to be sacrificing the cats or killing them because they're evil or some shit.
Right. Yeah, so stupid. So dumb.
Or if they're a racist trope, they're eating them.
Right.
I want to grow up to be a racist trope. There's still time.
And Mike, there's always time
Eat
to
cats.
be a shitty racist, eating cats. And
What-
they're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
What the fuck? Oh, man.
Oh man.
Oh, fuck.
And this is kind of funny because I've seen some old sort of vintage 80s or 90s people that have converted, like old Satanists that have now been baptized and they're converted, born again, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, born
talking
again,
about Halloween being Satan's night, right? That's all about Satan. And look at these kids. They're dressing up in these evil costumes and they want to be witches and they want to, celebrate black magic and
Oh
all
my
this
God.
stuff. And Satan is
what's
nowhere
funny about-
near the reason for the season.
And it's funny is the only reason why like witches and devils and warlocks and all that kind of shit, that's all because of the Catholic Church. The original holiday had nothing to do with any of that stuff.
Right.
Sure.
It wasn't until the Catholic Church kind of adopted the holiday and turned it into Halloween, because that's the night before All Saints Day, which is November 1st. Mm-hmm. And actually, and Samhain was technically starting on the eve of November 1st. That's how I got the name All Hallows Eve. Mm-hmm. So, and became Halloween.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous to think because it's them sort of projecting.
Well, they just have to make everything about them.
Yes, yeah. That's really
Everything
what it
is fucking about them.
Yeah.
It's none of your fucking business.
That's really what it
Butt
is.
the fuck out.
Right?
So when they talk like that, I'm going to declare that they're doing a war on Halloween.
Yeah, but it's different.
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious.
You know what I mean? It's just like big government's bad unless it's for them. Right?
You can't say
Socialism's
Happy
bad
Halloween
unless
anymore.
it's for
It's good
them.
for them, yeah.
Right? Oh my God, so annoying.
What were you saying, Todd?
I said that they can't call it. They can't say Happy Halloween anymore.
No.
Yeah. You took Happy Halloween from me.
Oh my God! It's the war on Halloween. Oh my God! Did you guys? I
War
didn't.
on the weenie.
Yeah, I'd never heard about this until I started looking up, the biggest myths and urban legends of Halloween. But LSD fake tattoos that they
I
would
need
hand out to
coordinates.
kids.
I need exact
Who's giving out?
coordinates.
Who's giving out LSD?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Ever.
Have you
Right.
guys ever heard that before?
No.
That was never on my radar.
I have. I remember. I think that was like a '90s thing.
Huh.
It was during the '90s that they were talking about like handing out like LSD tablets disguised as temporary tattoos.
Only if you're at Ken Kesey's house or
yeah,
Yeah, and that's
And I know.
and the thing is that
jeez. You hear about people
kind of
dosing people.
That
not-
kind of evolved into like people giving out edibles instead of actual
Yeah, instead of
candy.
candy.
Oh yeah, that's kind of the new thing, right?
And did some of this start when the Tylenol murders happened? You know
When
what
was
I
that?
mean?
That was early
Yeah, that was
80s?
the 80s
Late
as well,
70s,
yeah.
early 80s, right?
Yeah.
I feel like all that, once we had to have like a safety caps and all that kind of shit, that's when this whole kind of,
Yeah.
thing happened too. They were going to poison us. But the razor blades, because then I remember that in the 70s.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
I remember
sure.
Mom saying
Yeah.
that we had to check our candy, and I
Yeah.
was under the age of 10, which would have been in the 70s.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
don't
think
know.
she's like, well, let me check it for you.
But I do feel like
And-
right after the Tylenol scare, that's when the store-bought candy thing really just kind
Yeah.
of got cemented. Right?
Everything
Oh, yeah,
did, right?
absolutely,
Everything
yeah.
was child-proof, safety-proof,
Yeah.
tamper-resistant, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't know, because that was a specific murder, right? And then I think they were trying to cover up the murder
Yeah.
by putting it in
Killing
numerous.
more people.
Right? I mean, it's a classic.
It's like,
It's a classic scheme, right?
Yeah.
It's like it just didn't work,
Man.
But they got caught, right?
was that in Chicago?
Something like
Something
that. I
like
can't
that.
remember.
Yeah.
But I remember fucking up Halloween.
Yeah.
And I also think that was the same time of year that I want to say it was Blondie Call Me came out. 'Cause I
Oh,
remember
really?
thinking they might have fucked up Candy, but at least we got Blondie.
Fucking Mike has this incredible brain that just, goes to different
I
places.
associate everything with Blondie. Oh, Debbie Harry, God bless you.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Friend of the show.
Oh my God, I wish you was in front of the show. Boys, you want to talk about candy? We talked a little bit about candy corn. Before we do that, just to let you know that projected spending this year on Halloween stuff is purportedly projected to reach $3.5 billion.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
it's actually a slight decrease from last year. So, I don't know.
wow.
I thought the economy was doing a little bit better.
I
this
wonder if
year,
that means
but-
prices for candy are down, or does that mean less candy is being bought
Yeah, that's true, because maybe the inflation went down and then they didn't
for
spend
stuff
as
like
much.
that?
Yeah.
Anyway, and that's $3.5 billion
Billion dollars.
$1 billion just for the Halloween season.
Yes, yeah, just
I
for
don't
the
know.
Halloween season. We buy candy early, and one of us opened the big bag.
Who shall be unnamed?
Unnamed, and then so we've been pilfering from it. So I had to go get another bag.
Was it a mixed
I
bag?
did that
Or
It
last
was, yeah.
what'd you get, Todd?
Oh, last year I bought two of the mixed bags from Costco. I got one that was like all the Mars stuff, and then the other one was like the Hershey stuff.
Nice.
So there was just a mixture of both. And I think I went back and bought two more bags because I was going in there and pulling things out.
Getting all the good shit.
What are you guys handing out on the hill this year?
I don't know. I haven't gotten anything, so I haven't added to that. So I don't know what they're doing, if they're doing anything.
What about you, Mike? You got candy yet?
We haven't gotten it yet.
Mike's got popcorn balls and
Yeah, Divinity.
divinity.
He's gonna be handing out.
Kids with sticky,
Caramel apple.
all powdered sugar and shit, all fucked up.
They got the cocaine.
You know, all you gotta do is you get some powdered sugar and some Twinkies and you dip them. You know, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple of big mixed bags from Costco.
All right.
So we're doing that. And then I've got a ton of Dum-Dums left over from the parade
yeah.
this summer. So I'm throwing those in the mix.
Nice.
We're generous
Nice, yeah.
trick-or-treaters.
Well,
so.
yeah, and you're putting in 500 man-hours into your whole
Into the maze,
shebang.
yeah. Yeah. I did not know this, boys, but on average, kids trick-or-treating will bring home a bag of candies worth 11,000 calories.
Wow. That sounds about right, though.
Yeah. Just on an average trick-or-treat night coming home with the bag.
Yeah. Because even a bite size is 250 calories all day, right?
Yeah,
all
probably.
day. Oh, yeah.
I wonder how much of that they eat that first night and they're
Fucking
just
hey, I don't
caloried
know.
out.
I salute you, all children. Go give it the college.
Go into a sugar coma.
Do it. Fuck, it's so good though, man. Remember being a kid? It was like, because you're a king for a day, man.
Yeah,
The adults hand you stuff.
that's right. Yeah,
Ah,
it's
so
nuts.
good.
Yeah, all you had to
Did
do
you
is.
guys ever have your parents like pull out all the good candy bars and leave you with what's left?
That's what I was going to joke about. Your parents want to go through your candy. It's because they want to pilfer the good shit.
Yeah, I'm going to examine this for safety.
I got to check this out because
Yeah.
something not. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I remember one year getting a full-size Butterfinger and not being able to eat it because my mom grabbed it.
Nice.
Nice,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Did you guys have a bunch of houses in the neighborhood that were like your favorite house?
They're
Like
good
they
into
were good?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Either a big size
Yeah,
candy
I think so.
bar
or they participated or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah, a little bit.
You always knew which house handed out the full-size candy bars, and
Yeah.
you told everybody.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, we had one house, huge fucking house on the hill that would hand out the big bars. So we'd always try to go back there 2 or 3 times. You know, it was
Yeah.
always like the full-size Crunch Bar or something
Oh,
like that.
man.
And then Tammy McCormick
Tammy
was
McCormick.
Halloween in the neighborhood. She did like full-on movie quality, Wizard of Oz quality witch makeup with her
Oh,
witch.
man.
Didn't decorate the house, but you go up to the door sort of unassuming, and she'd come out in her witch and just be like,
Jeez,
and do
that's
the
great.
whole thing. And she never lost character. She was brilliant.
Huh.
Yeah.
Where's she now?
I don't know. I haven't talked. I played soccer with her, one of her sons, and then Dickie, her older son, shot me in the arm with a BB gun. I
Oh,
still have the
geez,
scar
Dickie.
to prove it. Dickie. He actually played for the Seattle Sounders
geez.
when before MLS came out. So,
All right.
but yeah, geez, yeah. So those are the best memories. From back then. But boys, 2024 candy news, big, huge news. Recess peanut butter cups lost the number 1 spot. They've been in the number 1 spot forever.
That surprised me.
M&M's has overtaken them.
I would have thought if you would have asked me between the two, for sure, I would have said M&M's.
Oh,
Were
really?
the more popular of the two?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I
Really?
would have.
Okay.
Because they don't melt in your pocket. They've got a candy shell.
And they're like little pieces you can savor longer, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause they
Reese's
got,
peanut
like,
butter cups are good,
10
though.
in there. I love me some Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh, man, they're good.
So M&M's number 1 spot. We'll talk about that in a second. Sour Patch Kids have surged
No,
up.
they're not. No way.
Surged up the top 10. We already talked about candy corn moving up to number 7, and Butterfingers breaks into the top 10 for the first time in a lot of years. I don't know how many years, but back in the
wow,
top
really?
10, baby. Anybody
Jeez,
a
I would've thought
Butterfinger guy?
Snickers should be number 1.
Snickers?
I'm
Really?
shocked that Snickers is number 1. You know, it really satisfies.
Snickers not my top 10. Out of all
I,
these.
I loved Butterfinger before it was Bart Simpson's favorite. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
How about, where are you on Chico Sticks?
I like those too, actually. They're basically the same thing, right?
They're the
Without the
filling.
chocolate?
Without the chocolate, yeah.
Okay.
We're real close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah. I think it's probably been since the 80s since I had one of those. Butterfinger, I might have had one in the last 10, 15 years.
Maybe there's still chunks of it stuck on the fuck out of your teeth. That shit becomes like
Deep in the gum
in
line.
the crevasse.
Yeah, Butterfinger was one of those ones that it's good, but it wasn't never a go-to, but it was an occasional like, oh, Butterfinger, that
Oh,
sounds
man.
kind
That
of
was-
good.
It
like a
was
baby
a toss-up
Ruth.
between Butterfinger and Three Musketeers for me.
Oh, really? Three Musketeers, another one that was good. It just
Yeah.
wasn't Milky Way for me because you get the caramel.
Yeah, because Three Musketeers is puffy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
whipped.
all
Yeah.
the whipped
That's right.
stuff. Yeah.
I lost a lot of members of my family in a nougat mine collapse.
Of 1928.
1928. The nougat mine.
The nougat mine just collapsed. And they couldn't eat their way out. It was just too much.
Is nougat just a made up, just fucking made up substance? Like, they didn't want to call it, yeah. Skunk
It's like the
gland
byproduct of some other
squeezing.
candy being made.
Yeah, I bet it.
Oh my God.
From a schmelting.
I bet you Scooby Doo and Shaggy could eat their weight in nougat.
Probably.
And
They would
still
never get
be
trapped
able
in the
to eat the
nougat
rest
mine.
of it. Yeah.
Oh my God! So top 10 list, boys. We already mentioned a few of these. Number 1, M&M's. Number 2, Recess peanut butter cups. Number 3, Sour Patch Kids.
Bonkers.
And I'm not a sour candy chewy.
That just really surprises me. These seem kind of fringy.
Yeah. It must be a Midwest thing, maybe.
For the youths.
The Utes. Skittles comes in at number 4. Starburst at number 5. I do like me a Starburst.
Once in a long while.
Yeah.
Because somebody will just have one lying around,
Yeah.
or you'll find one in the car.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows when?
And then these I like a lot. I used to eat these all the time because they were sort of on the cheaper candy side, but the hot tamales.
Oh, yeah.
You could go, I just remember being able to pay less than a candy bar to get the big box.
Yeah.
Or maybe it just felt like you got
were
a big
getting
box
more,
of them or something.
And you could portion them out.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
weird ass Mike and Ike's and shit.
Yeah, never got the Mike and Ike. I never did dig those because
no.
that was like lime and
I thought Mike and Ike's were licorice or something with a candy.
Oh,
Is
no,
that Mike
that's
and Ike's? No,
Good and
it was-
Plenty.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Geez, anybody a licorice fan? Like a black licorice?
A fan?
No.
Or just
Red Vines all the
enjoy?
way.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, red vines.
Red
But-
vines, yeah.
But just once in a
Red
while,
vines.
somehow or another, licorice shows up.
Yeah.
It just ends up in your face somehow.
My mom was a huge. She chewed the blackjack gum and
Fucking badass.
liked the black liquor.
Oh,
I just
bro.
like, but that must have been the generational thing, right? That's probably what
And
she
she was a
had.
smoker.
Big time smoker.
So it also
yeah.
kind of, I get that.
Huge smoker.
Yeah. That's, I think Scotch, once people stop smoking in bars, their like Scotch sales drop by half. Because you know what I mean? Some flavors and smoking go hand in
Go
hand.
hand in hand.
Yeah,
That
they
makes
really do.
sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Candy corn at number 7, like we talked about. And this one I'd never associated at all with Halloween, but Hershey's Kisses. It's always a Christmas thing for me.
Oh, sure.
Right?
Or a winter holiday thing. And then right after that is Hershey's mini bars, just the plain Hershey's
yeah.
chocolate, which I do enjoy quite a
Yeah,
bit.
Crunch bars, what yeah, so
Crackle,
Crackle.
Crackle
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Crunch and yeah. Whatever
Mr.
the other
Good
one
Bar.
was. Mr.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Butterfinger
Cosmopolitan,
rounding out the
yeah.
top 10, which we talked about. It made the top
So
10,
Snickers
baby.
isn't even top 10?
Snickers isn't even top
You're
10.
blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Snickers almost like a
meal.
health bar.
Like a
Yeah,
meal. Because it's got peanuts.
It's got 2 peanuts.
I sat down with a little pack of peanut M&Ms yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, you got to quit eating so much of that Halloween candy. I'm like, these are good for you.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
got,
it's totally nutritious.
they got peas and nuts.
Oh no.
It's peas nuts, not these nuts.
Oh my
Peas nuts?
god. Anybody remember getting Halloween candy that absolutely sucked?
Mountain bars.
Mountain bars. I forgot about mountain bars.
Yeah, granola. Dude, fucking
Who's
granola.
handing
man.
out granola? Granola's expensive.
Was it granola with... No, what was a mountain bar?
Just a weird little lumpy fucking thing, and I think they had a cherry one too.
Chock full of nuts
Or
and stuff?
something. They tasted awful.
With just
I
like
don't
a coat, like a
I
thin
bet they got
coating of
outlawed.
chocolate.
There's no way those even exist
They
anymore.
got outlawed.
My mom insisted that carob was just like chocolate but better for you.
Yeah, the
I'm like,
Tiger's
no, Mom,
Milk bars
it's not chocolate. It's not chocolate. Carob is nothing like chocolate. It's like clay.
It's like clay.
And the circus peanuts. Anybody have the circus peanuts?
I don't Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah, I
that
remember
sounds
those.
right.
Yeah, the
Weren't
chewy.
those the ones
Yeah.
that were covered in like a candy shell?
I thought
No,
they
I
were
think
just
they're
like a
like boiled
chewy
peanut, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something.
We don't get boiled peanuts up here.
No,
They got them down
it's like a
south.
southern thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
boiled peanut. Yeah, I know.
yeah.
But,
Geez, bit of honeys.
for
Anybody
me,
like that?
I did
the
as a
gross
kid.
ones were like the licorice ones. But
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, the honey ones, yeah. No, I
bit
didn't
of
like
honey?
those.
Yeah, bitter honey's good.
That was just like a taffy.
Yeah, but it's sweet and had like maybe pistachio kind
Oh,
of broken
okay.
up something. I don't think it was almonds. I think it might have been pistachio or something in there.
What was
Some
the
kinda-
What was the ones on a stick? Was it Big Daddy or something?
Sugar Daddy.
Sugar Daddy.
Yeah,
And that was
Sugar
just
Daddy,
that was
yeah.
just a caramel, right?
I
Just
think
on
so.
a stick.
Yeah. Just
Pretty much,
A
yeah.
hard caramel on
yeah,
a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sugar babies.
Sugar babies were the
Yeah.
little ones.
Yeah.
I do like me a milk dud.
Oh yeah, milk.
Anybody
duds.
big on
Oh,
milk
yeah.
duds?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can just sit there and just
Because these are all those are like theater candies, right?
Yeah.
Because they're trying to make it last 2 hours.
right,
And,
one little
yeah.
piece at a time. Good and plenties
Yeah.
and junior mints and stuff
Ooh,
like that.
malted
And-
milk balls.
Oh, like the
Whoppers.
Whoppers.
Yeah, Whoppers,
Oh,
yeah.
that's the wife's favorite. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, no, they're
Yeah.
good.
The
And you can
Halloween
tell-
ones, though,
You
they
can tell low budget ones from like brand ones too. Like
The Halloween
salty
pack gives you
crackers.
like 3 though. 3 malt
Oh
balls.
yeah,
Fuck you want me to do with this?
gone before my nerves even know it existed.
It's like I need to pack them all
like a
together so I
neutrino.
get one.
Oh man. Yeah. So in what order are you eating your candy? So you just got home from fucking 4 hours of trick or treating. You got a
Like the
pillowcase.
good stuff first.
Pour it onto the floor. What's your number one? What are you grabbing first?
Well, we separate out the stuff you don't like, and then you try to pass that off to your parents or something, right?
Yeah.
And then there was always the
Your
trade.
sibling.
We always did the trade with
Sure.
the friends that you go trick or treating with, because if you're a big fan of Reese's peanut butter cups and somebody else is a big fan of whatever, then
Yeah,
you try to hoard the stuff
Sure.
you like.
Right.
I don't know. What do you mean, like best to least? Yeah, probably.
And how do you pace yourself? Because sometimes if you have a Jolly Rancher cherry first, is that going to fuck up your taste buds for, you know what I mean? Like a.
Mike's thinking about this a little too hard. I think.
Well, man, I don't know. I haven't sat down to a big pile of candy and.
No, and my tastes have changed. Like
Right,
I don't think the favorite candy bar from back then is my favorite now, probably. But I couldn't tell you exactly. But anybody get cans of soda? I've seen a couple of like not memes, but like there's one house in our neighborhood that gives out soda cans.
I just feel like there'd be broken windows, man. Somebody's throwing that heavy object.
I mean, I guess it depends on what flavor of soda you're handing out. If you're handing out RC,
Yeah, or
You know?
what are the waters that are hinted?
Shasta.
Yeah, well, I like the
Craigmont.
Shasta here, the Craigmont. Like Craig's huge.
Craigmont that's been sitting in the garage for 25 years.
Yeah.
LaCroix.
Since the 90s. Yeah, the LaCroix.
Oh, LaCroix. Oh.
Handing out LaCroix.
I do remember a couple of houses giving out dimes instead of candy.
Oh, that's something.
And there was a house, and I don't know if the guy was a dentist or something, but he was giving out cheap toothbrushes.
With something else? Or
No,
just by
you just
itself?
get the toothbrush.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like, motherfucker, what is
yeah,
this?
Yeah, how dare
So
you.
we turned them
People
into
handed out
shanks
toothbrushes
and
on
killed them.
Halloween were generally like they were generally like dentists and stuff or teachers.
Yeah. Which is, I get it, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to get 10 pounds of candy and one toothbrush. But yeah, you totally could, right in front of him. Just look him in the eye and sharpen it.
Right on the sidewalk. You better get your ass in there and make some chocolate chip cookies, bro.
Yeah, you better make some, at least some more milk, bro.
Oh my God. Boys, most popular costumes of 2024. Did you guys have any favorite, like one year you did a costume that was like the most badass thing? Do you have any memories of?
Yeah, I did a Tuscan Raider Sandperson once.
Oh, I think you talked
As a
about this
kid,
once.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh wow.
So that was my own personal favorite because I
That's
really
pretty
got
cool.
into it and it was Star Wars.
Yes. Nice. What about, or even as an adult? Did any adult costumes that you had?
A skanky
I mean-
nurse.
Skanky nerd.
Did you really? Did you like?
No, I'm thinking about it now, though.
Because I'm going to need you at the haunted maze because we're doing an asylum thing.
Photos where it didn't happen.
Oh man. What about you, Todd? Any childhood costumes?
I think one year I remember wanting to dress up like Gene Simmons from Kiss,
Nice.
and my mom wouldn't let me dress up as Gene Simmons because his character was the demon. So she's like, okay, you could do this guy, and it was Star Child. I'm like, I don't want to be Paul Stanley, Mom. You look like a girl.
I thought she came home with like an afro wig, a little pair of short shorts, and a tank top, and was like, "No, I don't want to be Richard Simmons. I want to be."
No, Gene Simmons. No, she was afraid Gene was going to sue her.
Is that a licensed?
Yeah.
Gene
I
Simmons.
need $200.
No, it was legitimately. I got her to buy the Kiss makeup kit, and it was like a lipstick and some white makeup and the black makeup, and
But it was
I was like,
Kiss
I want to look
brand.
like that one.
Yeah.
Was it
It
Kiss
was a
brand?
Kiss brand
Yeah,
makeup
it
kit.
was
Yeah.
awesome.
Wow.
I bet if you would have left that in the package, that would be money today for sure.
Probably at least $20.
Probably, yeah.
Oh man.
Probably like $650.
Oh my
How
God.
about Tree Fitty?
How about True Fitty?
Tree Fitty. Yeah, costume wise, I don't remember a lot. I remember dressing up as an old lady one time.
Nice.
My mom had a wig for some reason, and we went around like nothing else, not like a dead or a zombie old lady, just like a cross-dressing 12-year-old or something.
You're Flip Wilson before your time.
I prefer Milton Berle, but
Yeah.
Looking like one of the guys from Monty Python.
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't like spam. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, boys, the most popular costumes this year for children is, in order, Spider-Man, Ghost, Princess, Witch, Superhero, just I guess a generic superhero, Batman, a vampire, a pumpkin, a Disney princess, or Superman rounds out the top 10.
That's nice.
For adults, and I think
awesome,
most of
right?
these you could just add sexy to the front of it, but witch, vampire, cat, Batman, pirate, ghost, clown, Spider-Man, zombie, and Beetlejuice is the ones
nice.
for adults.
Yeah.
And then for the pets, Mike, do you dress your cats up in anything?
No, my cat's on it.
Yeah. Pumpkin, hot dog, bat, ghost, bumblebee, cat, spider, witch, lion, or a devil/demon. Those are the top 10 pet costumes. I did go get my little dog a Chucky costume.
Nice.
And it's cute because it fits over, so it kind of hides the top of her legs. So it's got these two little arms that stick, and one of them's got a big knife in it. So when she runs down
Yeah,
the
I've seen
hallway, the knife is moving.
So good.
She just hates the little hat with the red hair because you have to put that around her, her neck and stuff. So she's not a big fan of that, but it is cute when she's running around.
Will she do it for a minute, though?
For a minute, yeah.
All right,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
geez,
I got to get it on video.
enough for a photo
but
out
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Oh, dogs,
Enough
they're
to do
good
a reel.
sports.
Yeah.
yeah. Are you guys doing any dress up this year?
I wasn't planning
Yeah, I'll
Friday.
probably dress up as a Ghostbuster again.
Oh, there we
yeah,
go. That makes perfect sense. And that's going to be for, because the kids are coming by your house, right? For sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know. The Lucky's doing a costume party Friday, and I'm working the door. I was going to wear some Groucho Marx, but I don't have one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
shocks me that I don't have a Groucho nose, mustache, glasses.
Anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's got to be an easy, cheap Amazon or something.
I would think.
Costume.
Well, there was one for $13.
$13
Yeah.
for the fake
I
nose.
might run
and
up
the-
to Arch McPhee's, but then it's
Oh, there you go.
$13 in gas. Get there and back. I know that.
Probably pick up the fake nose and glasses over at Archie McPhee's.
Yeah, but it's kind of deep, man. That would cost
Yeah.
me $20 in gas.
Way up on 45th,
Yeah, it's
right?
45th.
Yeah. Geez, am I going to be anywhere near there?
I don't know. I might just get a mustache or something, just like a fake mustache, and put it on or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Go incognito.
Just cut a little hair off and glue it on. Jeez.
Yeah. My hair is in a fast southward migration anyway.
Nice. I watched that movie, the new documentary that Will Ferrell has called Harper and Will, or Will and Harper, I don't remember which, where he's got a friend for years, a guy that used to write for Saturday Night Live and wrote a couple of his movies, has transitioned and is now she. And so they take a road trip because this guy used to like to just sort of drive across the country and stop in all these little bars and just kind of do his thing. And now she is worried about going to those same places as a woman, as a trans woman. So they kind of do, I don't want to say an experiment, but they kind of do this road trip where the two of them head out. But in one of the scenes, they go to like a steakhouse, and there's so much attention because he's Will Ferrell and everybody, and they're in Texas.
Yeah.
And so she's sitting there feeling like she's in a fishbowl. And you can just see on the screen how nervous she is because there's so much attention. Because it's Will fucking Ferrell, right? Yeah. So the next time they go out to dinner, he surprises her and goes out and gets this costume. This is where the point is. He gets this crazy fake mustache that's like super long, and this bad wig and these sunglasses, and he looks like Will Ferrell in a costume.
In a bad costume?
In a bad costume.
Yeah.
They go to this fancy restaurant in Vegas, and everybody knows, and he's trying to play it off like, oh, my name is John Armistead or something, some weird name, and everybody knows it's Will Ferrell. But they also have cameras on him because they're filming the movie.
It's filming a movie.
Yeah. So, but it's fun. I was thinking about that fun. And at one point, it's like falling off his face, and he's trying to stay in character. It's a good movie, you guys. You should definitely watch it if you get a chance. I think it's on. It's either Max or.
Netflix?
Oh, maybe. One of the three: Netflix, Max, or Prime. One of those three. That's where I watched it. It was free, so definitely a interesting experience. So. But geez, any weird trick-or-treating experience for you guys? Did you go to a house that ended up being sort of like freaky or haunted, or did you get bullied? Did you get your candy bag snatched? Did you snatch somebody else's candy?
No, I've never snatched anybody's, but I remember running from big kids or whatever. Who are probably way too old to be stealing candy from little kids, right?
Jeez. Lazy
I remember that one of the last years I went trick or treating. Me and some friends, we went down to the neighborhood across the street from the condos I lived in. We went down there and we were like taking people's pumpkins and like doing pumpkin bowling and stuff. Yeah, that was late '80s, so long ass time ago.
Jeez.
The statutes of limitations doesn't run out on smashing pumpkins.
On smashing pumpkins.
They could be coming for you now.
Yeah. Billy Corrigan's going to haunt your dreams.
Here goes to Billy Corrigan.
That's a copyright, Todd. I have the copyright.
Oh, man, I remember 8th grade, our English teacher at our Catholic middle school told us that his in-laws live in the neighborhood, that we were too old to go trick-or-treating, and that he would be at his in-laws' house, and if anybody he recognized came to the door, that he would make them do an extra book report or an essay or something stupid because we were out friggin' trick-or-treating. He's like, you're too old to trick-or-treat. You're going to get punished. Mr. Monroe.
Fucking thanks, Mr. Monroe.
Thanks, Mr. Monroe. So we figured out what house it was. It was 19th and Prospect. I don't know if his in-laws still live there. But we ding-dong ditched the hell out of it all night. Just tried to do stupid stuff to his house.
He kind of brought attention to himself there, didn't he?
It's like, man, he's like, I'm going to catch you. You're going to come. I'm going to go to the door, and if it's you, you got an extra book report. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Because we're trick-or-treating.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Some people, man.
Some people, Catholic school.
Maybe he had to take his...
Go ahead. I saw a meme the other day that said, if teenagers come to your house trick or treating, let them, because they could be doing much, much worse.
And like
Than
pumpkin
trick-or-treating.
bowling.
Yes, Todd. As Todd will attest to. Yeah, and I mean, why not?
Who cares?
Well, who cares? What are you out 50 cents or
Yeah.
something? Right? It's not killing
Yeah.
you. It's like
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
three friggin' Whoppers in the package.
yeah.
In that box of Whoppers, you get 6 total. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a little snick snack. Who cares, man?
That'll be fine.
Jeez.
And maybe he had to take his Mr. Monroe was on the toilet because he was ready for his colonoscopy the next day. He's like, I hope nobody rings the doorbell. I'm pooping.
I can't get to the door. Oh my God.
Oh, it's the worst.
Just do like they did in Clerks and say, take one, leave one.
Take a Kit Kat, leave a Baby Ruth, if you will.
Right?
Oh my God. Boys, Halloween movies. Saw some things on the movie titled Halloween. Michael Myers originally was going to be called Babysitter Murders, which is just a dumb title.
How many babysitters get murdered in Halloween? Maybe it was just a
In the
different thing
first
altogether.
one, yeah, because he was hating on. Doesn't he kill his older sister first? Then he murder. He's like
Fuck, I don't remember.
something weird, and then he goes after like Jamie Lee Curtis and her group of babysitting friends or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Jamie.
Jeez. And another interesting thing, when the knife sound effect, when they make the knife, is into a watermelon to get that plunging thud thing. They used it into a watermelon, which I thought was fascinating. And we all know that the mask. They needed a mask for the Michael Myers, and they picked the William Shatner Captain Kirk mask, right?
Which I still am not sure how that's supposed to look like.
But I think they
Shatner.
modified it a little
All
bit.
right.
Either they
They did.
grayed it out or something.
Left it in the sun.
They painted the mask gray. They cut the eye holes bigger, and then I think they also turned it inside out too. I think
Oh,
so.
geez. So yeah, I mean, if I was William Shatner, I'd be kind of flattered, and in a weird way.
Yeah. I mean, it's a huge
I'd
franchise.
collect my royalty paycheck.
Oh, yeah. I think he's got, yes, a good eye for that. The first one is Carpenter. Did he do more than the first? Does anybody know John Carpenter?
Did he do 1 and 2, and then 3 went off in a weird ass
Season of the
direction?
Witch?
Season of
Yeah,
the Witch, yeah. Just a weird
Yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis. She
Yes.
she just gets better
National
and better and better.
treasure.
Just a treasure.
Yes, yeah. Any other Halloween movies that you guys? Is there any movies that you need to watch this time of
Well,
year?
I think because I typically, haven't been watching spooky movies. I did when I was a younger person, but the Late Night with the Devil looks interesting.
Okay, I did see that.
All right.
And I can't recommend it.
Oh, bummer.
If you get
All
it
right.
for free, then definitely
No,
check
it's
it out.
not. It's like $5.
No, yeah. So we
Oh,
paid
don't do
for
it?
it. So
All right.
don't waste the money.
Oh, bummer.
But definitely, if it's free, then give it a watch. But
right.
I was not impressed. I wasn't impressed.
Because I like that guy. He's Polka Dot Man. Mm-hmm. And I like him as Polka Dot
And
Man.
he does a decent job.
Yeah.
He plays kind of a sleazy 80s, 70s, I guess 70s talk show host.
Yeah.
Kind of that old school thing. Yeah. A good movie that you guys could watch right now that's kind of got a horror, it's more of a serial killer thing, but is the one with Anna Kendrick that she directed. But it was about the serial killer that went on the dating game.
Oh, that's right.
And she plays the gal that goes on the dating game and wins the date with the guy. And it's just creepy.
Yeah, Ramirez that did that.
No, it was at exactly the same time though, Todd. But the guy's name is
That's a real event?
yeah, and he
Yeah.
was killing since the late 60s. The dating game was like 78, 79,
man.
and he killed beyond that. But it kind of tells the story of her. It juxtapositions. It shows a bunch of his murders throughout time. So kind of time bounces around with his different murders, and then sort of her life before she goes on she's an actress in LA. She's trying to make a name for herself, trying to get auditions, all that stuff. She's not having any success.
Yeah.
But she goes to places and they're like, are you willing to show us your breasts? You know, she's like, no, I don't do that. But it's just and then going on the dating game and the host sort of belittling her and because she's a female and all that stuff. So it's well done from that regard. I'm trying to think of the fucker's name. The killer. But yeah, Todd, he was at the same exact time that the Ramirez, the Hillside Strangler,
yeah.
it was the exact same time. And Woman of the Hour is the name of the movie. And it is...
I thought Ramirez was the Night Prowler.
Night something, yeah.
The Hillside Strangler is a different psycho.
I thought Nightcrawler was Ramirez.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's name is Rodney Alcala, and he's been known as the dating game killer or something like that, just because he was on there. But she wins the date with the guy, and then they go out to a bar because she kind of actually likes him because of the answers and stuff, and then he just creeps her out completely, and she could have been one of his victims, kind of a thing. So it's actually a decent little movie. It's not there's no like bunch of jump scares and stuff. It's more about like the psychological, and you see this guy's sort of manipulation with women and stuff like that, and it's just gross
Who
and
plays
creepy.
the killer?
I don't know his name. I know his name, but I don't know what he's been in. Daniel Zovato, something like that. But
Domo Arigato?
yeah, but Anna
Daniel
does a great job.
Zapata. Oh, she's a mega talent.
Yes, I like her a
Yeah.
lot. What other sort of horror movies at this time? Because not all horror movies are Halloween based, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like Jason's Summertime.
Freddy Krueger, man, for me.
Is
Yeah,
Freddy,
nice.
and he is creepy as hell. Was that sort of Halloween? Not really. Just it's a horror movie,
It's
right?
Yeah.
It's just a horror film.
Yeah.
In fact, I think there was one of them. I think does take place during Halloween, though. I
Okay.
just don't remember
sure.
which one.
Yeah.
Beats me.
Yeah.
I saw the first one in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp and
And,
early
That was
role
his
for
first
him.
movie too.
And Jennifer
Yeah.
Connelly, right? No.
Jennifer? No.
No, sorry, that's
she looks the gal that was in that looks a lot like her.
Heather Langenkamp.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah.
Todd, well done.
Yeah. Yeah. Freddie's a fucking different
I
kind
was
of.
watching it
That guy's
earlier
a really
today.
good actor. That's the trouble. Yeah.
I just watched today because I've been kind of doing a Roger Corman thing, but Galaxy of Terror.
Oh.
And Robert Englund is in that, along with Sid Haig. And get this, Robert Englund, Sid Haig, and Aaron Moran, who played Joni on Happy Days.
Joni,
Joni
yeah.
Loves Chachi,
Wow.
is in the movie. And there's a couple of other recognizable actors that you don't really,
all
you've
have
seen
the
that
same
guy.
coke
Oh,
dealers,
and
yeah.
My Favorite Martian is in the movie.
Jeez.
And it's a
Ray
complete
Walston.
yes,
Yeah.
and it's a complete ripoff of Alien. But the interesting fact is, I'm getting off topic here, but James Cameron was a production assistant on this movie under Roger Corman, so learned a lot about how to make the set and all that stuff,
Sure.
and then would go on to direct Aliens using a lot of the techniques that he learned on this Galaxy of Terror movie,
Jeez.
like set there, how to make the set look huge and expansive without costing millions and
Yeah.
millions of dollars.
Jeez. Wow, that's a good
And they
skill set.
had a little antidote where they had these little maggots, and they wanted to make the maggots move and stuff, but it was like, do we do stop motion? Do we do practical effects?
Shock
What do we
'em.
do? Basically, put them on a plate and electrify it, and
Oh,
the little
geez.
maggots would,
Oh, yeah.
would jump around. I don't think they were real maggots. I don't know.
Even
but
if they were.
even if they
Nobody's
were.
like calling ASPCA for fucking...
Somebody would.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Anyway.
Who sings to the maggots? Hello. I'm Shirley MacLaine.
I want to do a B movie themed episode, so we'll probably talk a lot about Roger Corman.
Oh, yeah,
and
that'd be good.
later
Are there
on.
boobs in
Corman
Galaxy of Terror?
does some great movies, yeah.
So in Galaxy of Terror, there is a scene where one of the maggots turns into a giant maggot. They do a whole, and he gets big, and he rapes one of the actresses.
Nice.
And the movie got an X rating because of that, because in the original film cut, they showed her actually like deriving pleasure after, as this thing, and she supposedly dies of like this intense orgasm or something, right? Only Roger Corman, right? So they got an X rating from MPAA, and so they had to go in and tone it down. And so Roger Corman had this scene because he promised the investors a sex scene. So he had to figure out how to work this in. And so he came up with this idea. I'm going to have this fucking maggot monster rape one of the girls or have sex with one of the girls. So he goes to Moran and he goes to the other actress, I can't remember her name, and Moran's like, no, I just want to die a horrible death. So they have her like get crushed or some crazy thing, and so this other lady's like, I don't feel comfortable doing this. So he brought in a body double to do the scene for her, and she wasn't a stranger to TNA,
Just
topless
maggots.
stuff. But I'm not getting raped by a fucking maggot on screen. So he brought in a,
Sorry.
what was that?
I think I kicked something.
So he brought in a body double for her. But yeah, just a crazy movie. That's free on Prime if you have any interest. A
So
lot
that's
of
early
Corman
80s or
movies
something?
are. Yeah, very
right.
like 82,
Yeah, I
83.
see.
Yeah. Jeez. Back to the show. Meanwhile, back to the podcast. Yes, Freddy Krueger, man. Just freaking brilliant creation
Yeah.
for horror.
Yeah. I actually at one point had bought the box set of the Elm Street movies. In amongst the DVDs was a documentary kind of behind the scenes of the first movie, and the director and the writer of the movie, Wes.
Is that a Wes Craven thing?
Yeah, Wes Craven. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, Wes Craven said that he got the idea for Freddy Krueger on a couple different things. One was he read a story in the LA Times back, I think, the late 70s about a kid who was having terrible nightmares, and he was telling his parents that he was being stalked by a sleep demon, and that if he went back to sleep, he was going to die. And they, of course, didn't believe him, and they tricked him into eating some melatonin or something, and it caused him to go to sleep, and he never woke up.
Man.
What?
Yeah,
That's
and then the look of Freddy Krueger comes from when Craven was a little boy, and I guess he saw a dude outside of his window, kind of like that scene from Home Alone where Kevin sees the old man out there shoveling the sidewalk, and he thinks the guy is a killer. Mm-hmm. That similar type of setup, except for the guy wore like a dirty sweater, a dirty red and green sweater, and a kind of a gross looking fedora.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I mean, I thought shadow people and that's a whole crypto subject. Is the fedora man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger's
Fedora man was like from his childhood. He was terrified of that guy.
Yeah.
But then he read that story in the LA Times. This would make for an interesting movie. So
Man. Jeez. Do you watch that during this time of year, Todd, or is it just an occasional?
Yeah, I'll watch it I watched it earlier today. Actually, I watched the original Nightmare on Elm Street, and I'll probably go and watch a couple of the other ones too because I have all of the Elm Street movies. But I have my favorites. I mean, number one is definitely in there. Number three was the one that I saw in theaters for the first time. And then I saw all the ones that came after that in theaters. But yeah.
Yeah, crazy. I think I know I've seen like the first two or three, but I haven't seen any in a long time. I think I watched the Freddy versus Jason.
Oh, jeez, I forgot about
Thing.
that.
I actually really liked that one. I went with a group of friends, and we were all just cackling all the way through that movie.
Yeah. The thing about him is like Michael Myers and Jason, they're just like quiet, non-talking.
Sure, they're
just,
like golems almost.
Yes.
Indestructible golems, yeah.
Yeah. But Freddy Krueger is like funny.
Yeah. He's got the yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Clips.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
clips,
yeah.
everything else, man. And Robert Englund.
He's a fucking good actor.
Yes, he did a
is.
very good job.
I mean,
He really
and
is.
I'm glad he got to work all this time, but
Yeah.
he also got pigeonholed, right?
Yeah,
To some
kinda
degree,
did,
because
yeah.
he's not doing romantic comedies anytime soon, you know?
Well, he wasn't really didn't have the look. He didn't really have the look, but no, it makes a fantastic, burned up, evil guy. Yeah.
Can we do we want you to be a leading man, Robert. Can do 9 hours of burn makeup on your face.
Yes, yeah,
no one
yeah.
will ever recognize you
Never, ever again. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, man. But he was on V. Remember that? He was one of the
he was
visitors.
Willie.
He was what?
Yeah.
Willie,
His name was Willie.
Oh.
Was that his
Yeah.
name? Because he was one of the visitors that was didn't like what the visitors were doing, so he joined the humans, right?
Oh.
He was nice to the humans, yeah.
Didn't want to eat people and steal all the water. Yeah. Any other like the Adam Sandler, the Hubie Halloween
I haven't
thing? Does
seen
anybody?
that, yeah.
I actually really
Movie.
liked that. That was
Nice.
hilarious.
It's a goofy little movie. Any other movies that people like? Holiday time. It's like for a while I would do. It's a Wonderful Life every year, but Frank Capra, I just really enjoy his work. But is there any movies that you have to see?
Oh, for
I
Halloween?
mean,
Yeah, geez, nothing I could think of. I like the
Halloween-
idea.
For a while, I was watching like Nightmare Before Christmas every Halloween.
Oh yes,
And
yeah.
then last year, or year before, they did the sequel to the Hocus Pocus, so I watched both of those last year.
Nice.
But,
Yeah. True, real friend of the show, Heather, is a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan.
Sure.
She's a super fan. That's what her decorations at the house are and stuff. And her birthday, I think, is it's either the 30th or the 1st.
Geez,
I don't
happy
think it's on
birthday, Heather.
Halloween,
Yeah.
but it's coming up. So
She's a cool kid.
yeah, so every year it's some stupid Nightmare Before Christmas themed gift is what
Oh,
she
nice.
gets from us.
So on my 50th birthday, we did go to Disneyland in October of that year, not on my birthday, but like a couple weeks after, 2 or 3 weeks after. And while we were there, the Disneyland was all decorated for Halloween. They had Mickey Mouse pumpkins everywhere, and the Haunted Mansion was all like Nightmare Before Christmas decorated.
Yeah, when I was there, it was too. Like they had switched it over for that. And also, I feel like, what's the Mary Blair one? It's a Small World.
Oh.
I think got a makeover also, if I'm not mistaken.
With Nightmare Before Christmas.
Something kind of
Because they do like Halloween decorations and Halloween parades and stuff at Disneyland
Yeah, we
throughout
must
October.
have been there
Oh,
in
yeah.
October too. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh, nice.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Nice. Did you,
They didn't have the parade while I was there. They hadn't restarted doing it at that point because it was like right after the pandemic.
oh, right,
sure.
right. When did you go down there? Was it?
Geez, Gabriella was a kid. So,
Oh, okay.
probably 13 years ago, maybe.
Okay, so this
Something
was
like that.
before the Star Wars area and all
Correct.
that.
Yeah, and Captain EO was still there,
Captain
or
EO,
he'd
yeah.
come back,
Okay.
or something. But we got to see Captain EO. And
Nice.
It was fucking insane.
I remember because I saw Captain EO in like 1990, actually 990 or 91.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bonkers.
Man. Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is,
Oh my goodness. Favorite? We know Todd's is Freddy. Do you have a favorite, Mike? A favorite villain, horror villain from any of the series?
but geez, I don't know. Michael Douglas's character in Wall Street.
Greed is good.
Yeah, the greed is good guy. He's my favorite movie villain. I don't know, not that I could think. Favorite, I don't know. I like the Terminator best, right? But he's not really that type of villain. He's
Yeah. And he's, they think they're in the right?
Oh, yeah.
Skynet
I mean,
or
he
whatever.
does become a hero in, I think, the
Terminator
second
T2.
one. So.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, geez, favorite Halloween monster? Jeez, I don't know.
Probably
That's not the same
Dracula
as movie
or
monster.
vampires.
Yeah,
in
that's
general.
movie monster, though. That's time, not a seasonal thing necessarily, right?
Just that's
I
associated
mean, that
with
is
Halloween.
part of the holiday, too. Vampires and witches
yeah.
and werewolves and stuff.
Yeah. No?
No,
Not really. All right.
Yeah, did we? Yeah, was that last week we did movie monsters? No, no, a
Yeah.
couple weeks back. Movie monsters.
Greatest movie monsters?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That was last week, yeah.
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 Gojira.
Geez, any other Halloween memories or themes or anything you guys want to share?
I remember scaring the ever-living piss out of my sister one Halloween.
Nice. Older sister, right?
Yeah, my sister Heidi, she's 5 years older than me.
Did you come at
And,
her with a butcher knife or something?
No, what I did was I had this Halloween mask, and I put it on the end of a wooden dowel, or probably like a broom handle, and then I put underneath it I had like a coat hanger, so I had like a jacket or a shirt over the coat hanger, so it looked like a person standing there. I had it peeking around the corner, and she looked over and she screamed like she just,
Yeah.
some
I
weird
hanged
person's in the
myself.
house. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, man. Jeez. Anything, Mike? Anything we haven't covered?
Oh, jeez, it's crazy. I don't know. I remember it being great because I was out with my friends, just as a whole.
Just that
and it's one of those
nostalgia.
things that once you feel like you're getting too old, it's just just like, you see the meme or whatever. It's like there was a time when it was the last time you went over to see if your friends could play or whatever.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like, and you don't think about it at the time.
Right.
But yeah, same kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was just a cool thing to look forward to. Everybody's excited at school. And,
Yeah. Wearing their costume, their plastic mask to
Yeah.
school and stuff.
Get all sweaty.
I saw
Just plastic
I saw a
everywhere.
video recently. I saw a video recently of a guy recreating one of those costumes, but for adults. He actually took like one of those blank white masks for
Yeah.
like crafting and stuff, and he painted it to look like Batman. And then
Nice.
he made the costume out of like an old T-shirt and some pants. So he made the whole thing look like the original costume he had when he was 8 years old.
Oh, that's
Dude.
funny.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, those blank masks are crazy.
Yeah, we
Climbers
got a bunch of
one.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might wear
We
that.
went to like a Spirit Halloween after, clearance sale or something and bought like 10 of them because we made a wall of faces one year in the maze. Yeah.
Yeah,
One with a cutout so you could walk up on the other side and put your
Nice.
face in there and then people would walk by.
Man.
Did you guys see that people who have or that do Spirit Halloween are starting a new store,
Yes.
and they're doing a test for it over in the East Coast somewhere, where it's going to be Spirit Christmas.
Yeah. Because you got to fill those old Kmarts and Searses and stuff.
Well, then you gotta
Yeah.
sell what sells,
Yeah.
right?
Circuit
It's like-
City.
Yeah, Circuit City.
Circuit City.
Fries.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Amazon just ate them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although when I needed I didn't need, but wanted a Groucho Marx, glasses, mustache thing, I went straight to fucking Amazon.
Yeah.
Right?
I know, it's sad to think that that's what we do rather than going to our
Archie
local
McPhee's or whatever.
whatever.
Yeah. Plus, if I do drive up to Archie's, then I also can stop by Dick's.
That's
and,
true.
And dare I say it, eat a bag of Dick's.
Yeah.
'Cause
Right down the
fucking
road.
Good. It's right down the road. Yeah. And so is Bizarro Pizza. It's right around the corner, and that joint's
yes.
good. And there's a Molly Moon's up there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's
I
Finney
mean,
Ridge, right?
You could
Isn't that
spend,
Finney? What
is
is
that
it?
called Finney? Yeah, I guess
I
so.
don't know, but it's
Yeah.
not that fucking far.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just did cameras at a building across the street from Archie McPhee's.
Oh, right on.
There's I think it's a Walgreens or something there, right across the street. Anyway,
I did a bunch remodel stuff on Wallingford, 45th and Wallingford right there.
Yeah. Jeez. Well, folks, that's our Halloween. But we're not done yet. Sharing is caring. Any new TV shows, movies, restaurants, articles, books, anything you guys have come across? Podcasts?
I went to Taqueria Reconcito in the Highlands. I got a queso birria taco that was one of the best, and it's a chain.
Really?
But it was one of the best tacos I've ever had in my life.
Huh.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
It's the Reconcito up on the hill.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
right there at the, right above.
by King and Bunny's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And where Shane's Cards used to be and all that stuff. Yeah. Is Shane
Okay.
still up there? Maybe it is. But
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it tripped me out. It was so good. So that's nice. Especially for not being a mom and pop, you know? I mean,
Right.
so I don't know. That's what I got.
Yeah, nice. Tacos are great.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Tacos are good. We used to go to the Taqueria Maestro by the Goodwill right there. And that was always good. And then they sort of expanded. It was kind of a hole-in-the-wall place, but you knew it was good because that's where a lot of folks that normally eat that kind of food go there. So
That's a good sign.
yeah. What about you, Todd? Any new shows or movies?
I've been watching the final season of Superman and Lois on the CW, and this last season has been really good. It's sad that it's ending, though.
And what is that on?
The CW.
The CW.
CW.
Yeah,
Okay.
how can
Yeah.
you watch CW? Is that is that on a streaming service or is it its own streaming service?
It's a local channel. It's over the air.
Oh,
and then
that's
you
right.
can also-
If you got an antenna, I got an
can
Oh,
go
antenna.
geez,
to-
there you go. All right.
You can also go to the CW's website and watch it too.
All right.
Nice. Yeah, I've been watching. Zack Snyder has a very adult animated show on. Damn, it's either Netflix. I think it's Netflix called Twilight of the Gods, and it's basically built around the mythology, the Norse mythology with Odin and Thor and all this stuff. And it's basically a gal that's about to marry this king, this Norse king, brings him back to her family, who happen to be giants, to get married, and Thor ends up showing up and murders her whole family. So now she's got vengeance against Thor. So she puts together a team to hunt Thor down. And it actually really good. The animation style is really good. Kind of reminds me of, what was the guy that did Samurai Jack? It reminds me of Samurai Jack sort of animation. Very colorful, but well done. And does I don't know a ton about Norse mythology, but it does a really good job with all. Thor is not a good guy. He's not Chris Hemsworth. Thor.
Not in that part
He's
of the
an
multiverse. He's
asshole in this. So check that out if you want. It's I think it's 8 episodes.
Oh, geez, right on. And that's
About-
produced by Zack Snyder?
It's
or-
Zack Snyder, yeah. And then I mentioned that movie, the Will and Harper and Will.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, check that out. It's actually really good because while they're driving and stuff, his friend Harper, basically anything you want to ask me, just ask me, right? And so they go down some roads that you don't expect, but she wanted to open it up for like people like us, right? We just, Todd, you've got more trans women friends than Mike and I do, I'm assuming. I don't really have any.
I know too.
Yeah, so she opens it up and is like, ask me. I'm going to be honest with you. Just ask. We're friends. Just ask me. So, one of the questions that Will Ferrell comes up was like, boobs. What's that like? And she's like, I always felt like I should have them. And then when I woke up on the operating table and had them, I felt full. I felt more complete. So it was a nice story. Some of the scenes are a little contrived because you almost feel like they're a little forced. But for the most part, it's a good movie to kind of, in these times with everything that's going on political wise and stuff.
Get that type of perspective on it.
Yes, to get
Yeah.
that type of perspective on it, to humanize the
Sure.
the trans folks.
Sure.
So, yeah, check it
Right.
out. And Will Ferrell's always funny. And the guy the gal he's with is no slouch because she used to be a writer on SNL and wrote a bunch of his movies. I think
And I think started Funny or Die.
maybe.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, maybe so. Yeah, but wrote like Nacho Libre or whatever that was.
Yeah, gee.
And stuff like that. So, yeah, and they've been friends for forever. So, and you could tell that they've been friends forever. So, some funny stuff. Yeah, so that's what I got. Sharon is Karen.
Yeah, and I don't know, personal autonomy is personal autonomy.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? It's like that is the base level of liberty. Is body autonomy.
Yeah.
Right? Personal
Yeah.
autonomy. Right?
Absolutely. Why?
Yeah.
It doesn't affect you.
And all I know is all these motherfuckers, they ought to count themselves lucky that there aren't like super robot bodies right now, because I would have one and I would sprain my titanium leg kicking people in the ass.
In the ass. Yeah.
Directly.
Oh my God.
So,
Oh my God. All right. Well, ending on something positive, boys, for this week. I ran into an app. I saw this somewhere. It's probably on Facebook or something, and somebody mentioned this app. So I looked it up because it sounded cool, and I signed up. Unfortunately, I haven't got to use it yet because it was just a couple of days ago. But it's an app called Be My Eyes. And so either you're a person that has a sight disability, you're either blind or you have very bad eyesight, whatever the case is, and you need assistance from a sighted person to help you in whatever circumstance. So the one that I saw
geez.
was I just helped a lady through this app, helped her pick out almond milk because she was at the store and she couldn't read what the milk was, and she held
not
up
in
her
Braille,
phone.
is it? Yeah.
No, and said it's the one on the right. So she was able to grab and just
That's
the good deed
fantastic.
for the day. So
Yeah.
I signed up for it, and my understanding is you can kind of log in, and people can call in, and you can help them with, like, I'm trying to match this sweater with my pants. Are they both black, or is this gray? Does this go to
Yeah.
just anything? I'm trying to figure out which door to go through, stuff like that. So I'm going to check it out and let you know
geez,
more.
that's neat.
No, they're more likely you'd have calls like, "Is this Pornhub or RedTube?"
Because, it's not in Braille, right? Pornhub's not in Braille, so I don't know.
That's,
Jeez. Todd, leave it to
I mean,
Todd.
there might be a couple bumps in there.
Man. All right, well, folks, that was our Halloween episode. Let us know what
Yes.
your Halloween traditions are. We'd love to hear them.
Yeah.
And then definitely come back and join us for our top five.
Top five.
Missing commandments that
Oh,
Moses
yes.
dropped. We'll come up with our
You're not going
own.
to want to miss this one. I have some good ones, man.
All right, so we'll come back and do that. And other than that, boys,
Thanks for
we
being
have a
here.
theme for next week. Are we going to do B movies? Are we going to do serial killers? Are we going to do... We're not doing the food episode quite yet because we haven't got that
we got to
arranged.
get the
That's
doctor
good.
on board. Yeah,
And then...
Todd's previously occupied.
And then 2 weeks from now, we're going to do an episode where we're going up to Oddmall in Monroe
Yeah.
for the Saturday. We're going to be
That'd be nice.
broadcasting up there. We'll record our episode there while we're at the show.
Yeah, that'll be a good time.
That'll be fun.
I'll save my skanky nurse outfit for Oddmall.
They do have a cosplay contest, I
And
think.
this is
so.
episode, today's
I
90.
should totally bring my costume as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, sure, yeah,
Ghostbusters or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is episode 95.
Crazy.
Yeah, because 5 episodes from now, we're going to do a 100th episode, and we're going to try to do some kind of like
Some
party
soiree,
or soiree here at the I Am Ren space.
yes.
I don't know what that looks like yet either, so I got to start getting on that and inviting people, and you might see some faces of folks that we've had on the show in the
That
past.
would be really
so
cool, actually.
That would be cool, yeah.
Get
Maybe-
Ed Prince in here so we can't get arrested.
Yeah, maybe we can get Ray and his guitar down
That'd be
here or
great.
something.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
we'll see what we can come up with. But that'll be in a few
Hell
weeks. I
yeah.
think early December is when that might drop. So.
I like
At
it.
this point, so. All right, boys, if you're not joining us on the top 5, we'll see you next week. And if you are, we'll see you in a few minutes.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah.
Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you think this episode is worth $1 or $5, the boys would love to have it. Please go to ourtownpod.store for merch or to donate now. For less than a cup of coffee, you can also join the website in the member-only area for exclusive bonus content, blogs, and more. It's just $3 a month or $30 a year. Thank you for listening to this production of Our Town Podcast Extraordinaire.